finally got it back together. But if you notice, it will only run with an electric fuel pump. Well, I did all this work and I didn't clean out the filter. And it wouldn't run unless I put a fuel pump on it. Well, I took that off. Holy smokes. It was disgusting in there, like mud. But I cleaned it out, just took the filter completely out, cleaned it, put it back together. I got a filter on this. I haven't tried it with the gravity feed yet, I'm not sure. But the only thing I had to do to it was I put a brand new piston and rings in it, rod bearing and wrist pin bearing. The main bearings were fine. And I think that's it. Oh, well, since I had it all apart, I went ahead and cleaned the valves up and took them out, lapped them back in real nice, and I put it back together. And believe it or not, I got it all back together before I put the tin on. It cranked up the first flip of the freaking motor. I held the compression release, turned it over, let it off, and it cranked right up the first time. Pretty freaking sweet. I had to do a lot of beating on this. This was crushed in right here. But it's working now. But the only question I have, I need to try a gravity feed, see if it'll work. But if you notice, I'm not sure how much fuel is supposed to come out of the return. But this is probably the fourth time I've had it running. I haven't had it running more than 5 minutes, because I haven't had the shroud. I just put the shroud back on it. But I haven't had any fuel coming out of that return. If any of you guys know what I need to do. I mean, I've had this piece off and it's clean. I look down in there, it doesn't look bad. But I don't want to take it apart, because I know there's settings on these and I don't want to screw it up. But if there's anything you guys can tell me about that, that'd be appreciated. But other than that, it's back together. I just made the little cart today. Pretty cool. Big heavy duty 4x4s. Big old freaking casters. It's heavy. But that's it. Back together. Let me know what you think.